Apart from using performance metrics, including bend down chart, velocity chart, how do you ensure that your team is relentlessly improving? Alternatively, this question can also be asked from this angle. As a Scrum Master, what are some of the practices that you have implemented in order to help your team become more performance? Give us some real life example. We don't want to see a bend down chart, velocity chart. We want from your own experience what you have implemented. This is exactly what we want to cover in this video. I'll be talking about how to help your team stay performance by leveraging effective communication. And I'm going to show you how you can create documentation log or different activity log and create an interactive space for your team where you can effectively understand and track what they are going through. You can also give them the opportunity to lock in what the help they need from you, and you can both really make it interactive and have fun with it. Okay, so welcome to the Scrum Chat Room with Dr. Francis Mbunya. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button because we are dedicated in providing you the best of the best that's going to help you close the gap in the market. And for those who are ready to hit the market and you need help from start to end, we have an awesome team. Just check the description below and get on one of our page and you'll be able to have more information. Without wasting much time, how do you help your team relentlessly improve? All right. Now, relentless improvement is a function of two things: collaboration and communication. You agree with me that what makes people become better is when they decide to, number one, collaborate and improve. There is definitely nothing you can do so much if, number one, you don't communicate, number two, you don't collaborate. If you're just on a space on your own and without the help of anyone, then it's going to be very difficult for you to improve. For instance, if you want to learn new skill, what happened? You need to look for a space where to learn it. If you want to learn something new, you buy a book from someone. If you want to maybe learn something or find information about something, what happened? You call someone. And by actually seeking out this information through communication and collaboration, you become a better person. So that's the concept of relentless improvement. Now, the second thing I want you to understand about helping your team to become more performant is to understand how team formation actually evolve. The top man approach, which is when a team is formed, they get to a storming phase, and then they move from a storming phase to a numbing phase, and then to a performing phase. It's very important. Now, why is the top man approach of team formation very relevant for Scrum Master? You are going to, when you join a team, you are more on the forming phase, right? Or any member join a team, that team is in the forming phase. So teams are always like going up and down the different phases in team performance. So forming phase simply means that you're coming together to meet new people. When you meet new people, you're trying to understand them. So there's that fight between exchange of idea that move you to the storming phase, where there is exchange of idea. People might differ from the way they think. And after we have understood ourselves and understood the way we behave, the way we talk, and you understand that, oh, I cannot talk like you, and you understand that B cannot talk like you. When we accept that differences, our brain is easy to now start learning and improving rather than judging the way I talk or judging the way I do things. And now that move us to another phase called the norming phase, where everything becomes normal. That's when a team start really becoming performant. Now, the last phase, when a team is performant, what happened? The last phase is adjoining, which is not really much important. But the focus I want to show you in this video is how you can help your team. It's a practical example you can use even in your interview, on how you help your team relentlessly improve. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my screen. Let's assume you are answering this question in an interview. Your response is going to be the way you help your team relentlessly improve is by making sure that you are effectively documenting and creating space and opportunity for your team to collaborate beyond every meeting. I want to assume that I'm running my daily stand-up, right? And when you're running your daily stand-up, number one, as a Scrum Master, you have your page shared, right? And you're asking your team member, all right, Ben, what are your updates for today? And now Ben is saying, okay, yesterday, I already put my story on ready for acceptance, the one I was working on yesterday, account summary, and I went back to pick on start working on online purchases. But then I have some problem working with this issue because I need some security access to be able to proceed with this issue. Now, that is already what? An impediment that some have recorded or have notified you as a Scrum Master. Okay, now I can say, okay, let's have a meet after. And we can decide to have a meet after the call. Now, the meet after, if we don't document that meet after, it might really not really end up in the result. And maybe the next day you actually wanted to take an action and some say, oh, have you taken that action? You probably might not remember to the next day. Why? Because there are many other things you need to do as a Scrum Master. So what you do is that you go on your conference page and you create an activity log for all your team members. Now, if you go on project pages on your Jira, you can actually link your conference to your Jira. So I have my daily Scrum log right here, and I just go here and I want to edit. So I come in here, I put, all right, security access needed for new team, Sam. Now, I put that and I put in progress. In progress. Okay. So I put in progress. All my team members have access to this issue. So when I make the necessary action to maybe reach out to the manager to say, okay, some need access to security and we don't know how to go about this. And the manager say, all right, can you contact a pick from the security team? He should be able to help you. I will come in here and I said, cut manager and resolving issue with Attic. I will give you update soon. Okay, now because Sam also have access to this board, Sam can come and double check here to see what stage I am in. And Sam can also come in here and respond just by adding another tab in here. Sam can come and say, okay, thank you. Waiting for your feedback. All right. So you realize that we can all create a log for every issue. And this makes your work easy because just imagine every time Sam needed an update for this, Sam is giving me a call or Sam is pinning me up. It becomes a bit kind of really not good, right? It becomes a bit kind of not really good, and it might also disturb communication. So one of the effective way in which you can help your team, and when I do this, I always publish, right? I close this, I can easily go back to my project. Now, this is also one of the way to manage dependency. You can also create a dependency page and everyone working on it can put in their report here. So you don't have to always wait for a daily stand-up to put up this communication and collaboration. So a great way to help your team become performant is by helping them staying, not just communicating offline, but actually documenting the output of their communication by creating different subpages, and people can just document at what level they are in with their impediment. And also, I can still come in here, right? I can still come in here and I decide to move this issue. Look, I've put in an order here. Issue escalated to IT department. Reach out to I can put at all the team members in your organization will feature here. Reach out to this for that details. So I've already details and give me feedback right here. So now, because I've already done this, what is going to happen? He is going to definitely come in here and read what I say, reach out to this person, and then put a feedback under here. Now, I can tag any person in my team right here, and I say, and I immediately tag you, Jira automatically send you an email notifying you that, oh, there's an issue waiting for your response. Okay, so that is how you can help your team become more performant by helping them effectively document issues, adding comments. Okay, I can instead come in here, instead of adding this, I can just come in and say, oh, at Francis, the person respond. This issue is cleared. Has been resolved. Now, why is this very important? Okay, so there's a comment that comes in here. When this issue is documented, we can also use the comment section to just chat. Why is this very important? There are some issues that will circle back after about a month, and you don't have effective documentation, and that may come back to you. All right, so this was actually how you can help your team stay on top of their performance by managing communication. And also, number one, create a log. Number two, you create that an interactive space. And the way you do this is that make sure that at the end of every 2 weeks, when you run, before you run your retrospective, go on all of this communication, look at issues that have been occurring. These are some of the points you want to raise up in your retrospective and have your team brainstorm on them so that they can have effective answers. Okay. If you want to get more on this, don't forget, join us in our interview prep and our community of practice for Scrum Masters. Trust me, the value is so much. You want to be part of it. Check on the link below, and you can actually request to also talk to me, and I will give you more information on how to be part of our community. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.